Today we're going to be taking a look at my favorite team up card, Zimone and Dina. Now this card is very tricky to build around, but it is an absolute blast to play. That's right, we've got Soul Tie Sacrifice, man. We're playing Zimone and Dina, a sick 3-drop card here in the colors of Soul Tie, a legendary team up card. This is a 3/4 body that allows you to ping your opponent and gain life at the same time, all while sacrificing some of your permanents. And when you do that, you're going to be drawing cards. It does a lot of things for you, and you get to put an extra land on the field, which allows you to ramp as well. So this thing is really cool. It does a lot of different things, but it is a very unique card to build around, especially in the colors of Soul Tie. It makes it a little bit tricky, but we've got some really great pieces with it, like Crafted Identity, where we get to go steal an opponent's creature, you know, through sacrifice. We still got great options for sacrifice. We've got things like the Conscript that can keep coming back from the graveyard when things die. We've got the Dread Knight, which keeps coming back and drawing us even more cards. You know, obviously Jadar, it's a staple. And now we've also got Lord Skitter, which is a new card that produces rats every single turn. So you're always going to have these things to sacrifice. We're going to be pinging the opponent when things die with Vrand. We're going to be pinging the opponent whenever we draw extra cards with Zimone and Dina. And eventually we're going to bleed the opponent out with an additional top end alternate win con in Teferi. Drawing a bunch of cards leads to big Teferis. It's that simple. But the deck was a lot of fun, and it played a lot better than I expected it to. Zimone and Dina absolutely crushed it, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's list, man. We're going to be getting into the video now, but if you guys are new here, we do post videos like this 5 days a week. If you enjoy content like this, if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, I'd greatly appreciate it. With that being said, though, enjoy the video. Peace out. All right, I'm super excited about today's build, guys. This one's going to be a lot of fun. The opening hand here is pretty interesting. I'd like to see these crafted identities in play, but we are playing some Soul Tie Sacrifice. This is something I've been working on for a little while now, and it finally feels fairly decent. Like we have a pretty good shot here of winning a couple of games, man. All right, I don't love that. I almost feel like I have to get this down now. Kind of feels that way, like here, and then here. I don't love soldiers, but you know, the life gain from the Vrand is going to help a lot. I was hoping to go for extra cards there with the Mosswood Dread Knight, but Vrand is okay. Gotta play around the matchups, you know. Okay, that brings in the Super King, which can block the Thalia. Just kind of going toe to toe with them at the moment. Maybe we'll draw some extra cards next turn with the Dread Knight, or we can even play it out as a creature. I'm not sure yet what I want to do. But Grafted Identity is a 5-drop now, which is making things tough thanks to old Thalia out there. But at least they don't have, you know, a Skrelv Might. That could be really bad if they had a Skrelv Might, and they don't. So we should be pretty happy about that. Because if they're able to protect the Thalia, that would be annoying. Pretty interesting decision to give me a block here, as well as the exile right after. Not what I would have done. This is potential life gain for me here. I think I want to draw a card because I really want to get that land drop. There we go. Now I feel a lot better. Because if we can get that Grafted Identity going next turn, we'll be in business. I'm hoping they block here. I'm really hoping they block here. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okie dokie. Veteran. Sure. That actually is going to be my target. First things first on the Grafted Identity. That will be the first thing we steal. That coming through for 4 every turn is going to be pretty annoying. I'm not even going to lie to you guys, but we have some life gain off of the Thran, so it should be all right. That's a huge hit too. Sheesh, that's a really big hit. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna pull the trigger on that now. It'll make my Grafted Identities a little bit cheaper. It'll activate the Vrand's ability to, you know, dish out a bit of pain here. And we'll go Mosswood Dread Knight, because if we can, oh, you know, that's gonna dish out pain. Maybe I should go with the Jadar based on the mana we have. I don't want to take as, you know, I want to take as least amount of damage as possible. And we've already gained life off the Vrand. You can only do that once a turn, so there's no reason to send in the mice there. Or the rats. Let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens. Double Grafted Identity is absolutely nuts. And we have 2 really good targets out there now. Nice. I'm glad they're investing more into the actual veteran itself. That's really good. Here we go. We steal you. It's Mr. Steal Your Girl. Dun, dun, dun. Gain life, deal damage, steal that, get this down. I mean, we're just cooking now. We're absolutely eating these soldiers for lunch. Absolutely eating them up here. There's still really no reason to attack in right now. Let's just go ahead and keep pinging them for the 2 damage with the Vran and stealing their things and getting my board much bigger. If you're the opponent here, like, what do you do? I mean, so what? You have a Brutal Cathar, you take a what? And then, like, we're just gonna eventually run you over. And that's not even to mention we haven't even found Dina yet. Like, Dina is gonna be the key here. Okay, well, I can't lie, that's a very good card. That is a very good game-changing card here, so let's make sure we get that out of their hand, right? And I'm gonna stack this so I can draw more cards. All right, and let's see what we hit here. Another Vran, not ideal. Let's see. Let's give some 1/1 counters to the flyer so we can keep going over the top. I think that's the play. All right, and we already sacrificed something so we don't get the life gain. So is there any reason to swing through here? I mean, maybe with no, because that's pumping up my flyer. Have another Sewer King. Maybe it's time to send in the Sewer King rat. Okay, well, they scoop it up anyways. I was really debating on whether or not I wanted to start sending some stuff over, getting that damage through. I was just going to go ahead and chew them up with the flyer. My only concern was obviously if they had another one of these Vanguards to play, but clearly they didn't. So great game. Man, I absolutely love any chance I get to hit the opponent with a yoink. There's no better feeling on this planet than yoinking somebody's creatures, man. So good. All right, the mana here is a little bit awkward, but hopefully we can untap land next turn and we can go Mosswood Dread Knight, draw. Okay, it's not ideal because I don't know what they're doing. That's a huge find right there. Let's go, dude. Absolutely massive. And the colors that they're running here lead me to believe that the Zimone and Dina would survive. But I think for right now, maybe I get out the Vran and the Conscript just to kind of prep the board, because once Zimone and Dina comes out there, it's not going to have anything to sacrifice anyways. But then again, it does have Summoning Sickness, so I guess it doesn't really matter which way you do it. Maybe Zimone and Dina was the way to go. Kind of wanted to test the waters too to find out what sort of nonsense they were cooking up here. All right, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and send this in here, because if they want to block, sure, I'll take out one of your creatures. All of these have upside value at some point in this game. These are gonna flip. This is gonna get bigger, so that's really good that they just lost 2 of those. Did they have a third? No way, right? They find 1 basic and then a third one of these. That'd be crazy. I have another one, which is good, but it's just annoying that I'm gonna have to go through the Summoning Sickness again. That's crazy. That is nutty, man. They just happen to have the 1 basic and the Ossification in hand. Okay. Well, how about another one? And because we drew 1 card here, I'm going to go with the Mosswood Dread Knight draw, and it will give me the extra damage off of the Dina play. And to make this appear is actually really good, because I don't know what we're dealing with right now. It could be something that has sweepers, so it'll be nice to kind of protect my board here going forward. If we can just on-tap 1 more time before getting hit with said sweeper, we'll be in really good shape. Got to be aware of the Wandering Emperor plays too, because the opponent could end up attacking into us and they immediately shut that theory down. Okay, well, that Sarah Paragon's a problem because of all those ossifications out there. That's a very big problem for us. That's good though. That'll help us eat up a lot of this nonsense in their graveyard. And then I still have a make disappear. It's not great though. It's definitely not great. No attacks. I'm gonna do this now. All right. Make disappear is gonna have to save us here. We might have to sacrifice our Vran to get this done. I don't know. It depends on how they play this. What did I just lose there? Oh, I lost the conscript. Oh, they get to exile creatures. Okay, got it. Got it. Let's just reread this real quick. At the beginning of upkeep, may exile a card from a graveyard. If it's a creature card exiled this way, you may put a 1/1 counter. Okay, sure. All right, so they play Gala Greeters first, which gives me a good make disappear maybe. They do have a treasure. We got to keep in mind. They do have a treasure. Okay. No need to worry now about the ossification. We're gonna get it exiled with the Lord Skitter King, and then we're gonna be good to go. I'm really shocked the opponent played it that way. I thought for sure they were just gonna ossification our Zamon and Dino away, but I guess not. So much damage, but honestly, we have been pumping a lot more damage than they can keep up with. Oh, what a card! What a card! That's busted. That is busted. Yeah, let's go here. I mean, 3, 6, 7, 8 damage to the face. 8 damage to the face. 9, 10 by sacking this. This is lethal. This is lethal, baby. This is lethal, baby. Give me that. Let's go, dude. Jeez, what a game, man. These games have been really, really exciting too. Very interesting builds the opponents are playing. I love it. I absolutely love it, man. I can't tell you how happy I am I took a second there on that play, because my impulse almost had me grabbing that Sarah Paragon. All right, the opponent goes first. This hand is so beyond sketchy, but it's just because there's no swamps, you know what I mean? But I think I can keep it. There's got to be a swamp coming my way, right? Gotta be. Gotta be. If they don't bring it to me, I have a make disappear and I have a Dread Knight still playable, so there's time here. Nice. Very, very nice. We're good to go. That was a dangerous keep. Wedding announcement. Dang it. Dang it. Okay. Well, that makes things tough, doesn't it? Well, they're clearly a control player. Guess we get this out. I think it's the best bet. Because if they're going to counter something, I really cannot have them countering the Mosswood Dread Knight's instant speed side, because then we lose the Dread Knight altogether. So I got to make sure I give myself a chance of resolving something that can kind of put residual pressure on them, forcing them to make, you know, removal spells come down. And once they tap their mana out, we can play more important things. I guess there's no problem in playing this, right? All right, we're all set up now. We're all set up now with the counter. Not sending into the Jadar because of the Wandering Emperor potential. Love it. Here's another 2 for you. And Memory Deluge or what? You got something. Let's see it. It's got to be Memory Deluge. Quick study. All right, they can have it. We want to counter the big things like Sunfall right here. Really? No Sunfall, huh? I mean, we're just going to hold steady. That's the plan. Just hold steady. Let's try to draw a card. Before they know it, we're going to absolutely creep up on lethal here. It's going to happen before they know it, man. I'm telling you. There's really no reason to send the Vran or the Jadar into harm's way with that Wandering Emperor. I'm telling you, it's just it's something that we don't have to risk, because we can just bleed them out here very, very easily with this board state. And now we got a skeleton down. We got to make this appear still available to us. Say go. And we might be able to close the game out here in the next turn or so. Oh, never mind. That'll gain them quite a bit of life right back. That's tough. Still no Sunfall, huh? All right, well, if we go here, this could be really important, because whenever you see Jeskai colors and this much control, you gotta assume it's a bombardment, right? Yep, I sure believe it is. All right. Let's start eating up that graveyard. Clearly, it's very important to them. I'm going to start with the Union of the Third Path, because I can't have them residually just gaining a boatload of life over and over and over again. Send in some damage here. Still playing really safe around the Wandering Emperor. I know it's a little bit at this point, like, you know, they probably don't have it. You would have seen it by now, but still, there's really just no reason for me to slam everything right now. All right, let's see if they've got the bombardment or the Sunfall. 2, 3, 4 mana open. Oh, geez, they're gonna be able to pay it no matter what. Wow. Well, let's force them to pay it. That's just tough, though. That is tough. And then we'll send the conscript away, because at least it won't get exiled, and we can replay it. What a bummer. I mean, we're probably going to end up losing this game now, almost certainly, but that is a bummer, bro. Dang, they just... maybe we should have countered the big score, but if we countered the big score, then they would have played the Sunfall anyways. It's just it was a matter of time. They were just... they had all day after they did the Union of the Third Path. What a bummer. Control decks are just not our matchup, huh? It just isn't our thing, huh? Alright, let's get this down. Auto pay this, sack this. I mean, the value, I mean, look at the value we're generating though. Like, this is kind of crazy how, like, how much value we can turn around and reload the board, redish out some damage here. So good. So good. And I'm over the Wandering Emperor thing. I got a full send at this point, because we can't let him do stuff like that. Unbelievable. All right, they got the 5/5 that they can activate, and they also have a Wandering Emperor, the card I've been trying to avoid this entire game, bro. Unbelievable. That actually can't be real, right? Crazy. Please activate your token. I could really, really use something to hit with this. No, how about this? Sunfall? Let's just say Sunfall, and then... ah, man. Sure. Come on, bring your token down. Bring your token down, and then give it a 1/1 counter. Yes, 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 yes. And they send it? No, they play defense. Got it. Okay, here we go. We take you. We sack you. A lot of mana here to counter, you know, any sort of make this appear here, but not a negate. That's for sure. Not a negate. Wow, that's a bummer. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. If we don't give them a chance to mill us out, like if we keep eating their Jaces, I don't know if they can even win. So let's just keep doing that. Let's keep eating up their Jaces. That's 2 now, and they've been exiled. They're not coming back. There's, I mean, guys, it's a very small chance, but there's a chance, and that's the 3rd union that we've eaten here. We've killed this opponent probably 4 times over. Sheesh, man. Counter. We've seen a negate, so we might get another negate here. They're gonna be really bummed out when they see what we just drew. Devious cover up. She sends it to exile. Okay. No. Okay, I thought maybe they had it. That would have been a bummer. All right, we got to keep on pumping damage out. So let's go ahead and send this through. They block with the 6/6. It dies. We dish out 2 damage. It's a bit of a slow burn, but you know, it's a burn. All right, and then we have the Dread Knight that we send in next turn. Same sort of thing. We use it to draw cards. Bro, we need our Teferi or something, man. We need something that can compete with this board because, or this player, because they have the Sunfalls, you know? And any moment now, if they pull the trigger on something like that, we just are cooked. That was a strange attack, but I'll take it. There's another 2 burn for you. We get back our draw spell. We also get to play our conscript. That's big value right there, man. Big value. Please don't. Devious cover up. Unreal. Unactually believable, man. Oh, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. And I'm guessing they're putting their unions of the 3rd path back in here, I'm sure. I'm certain of that. All right, I don't really know another route we can take here. I think this is pretty much all we've got. It's all we've got. I think it's pretty much, now that they've eaten both of our Dread Knights, I'm pretty sure this game is about over. Let's go ahead and end the turn there. We're gonna take 9 damage a pop now, and one of them has Vigilance, so we can't do much about it. There's another 3rd path. This has been one of the most annoying games I've ever played. For sure. Okay, I mean, it's definitely something. I'll pass the turn though. It gets rid of the 6/6 for me, so it's not the worst possible draw we've ever had, but it's not a good one. It's not a good one. Okay, Devils. Sure. We'll send you away. Give it away now. I really need some help though. Come on, deck. Give me something good off the top here. That unfortunately will do it. Do we concede? Probably. Didn't see a single Teferi, didn't see a single Dina. That's a bummer, man. That's a bummer. Well, I mean, we gave it our best fight, man. How many 3rd paths did we see? We saw like 5. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. Like, there's literally nothing. It was just a bad matchup. I'm okay with that loss, but man, would have been nice to get that one, even without all that grinding. All right, well, I mean, if we're gonna go down, at least we went down, you know, in an exciting game, right? An exciting fashion. This opening hand is keepable. Hopefully we find some more support, but this is keepable. I'll be willing to take some damage here because this conscript could open up a potential eaten alive for, let's say, a tenacious underdog, which could be really good for us. Looks like a cut down's coming though. Yep, cut down. That's fine. We get it back later. Somewhat like the tenacious underdog effect. But they do a good job of keeping us off of what we need to do here. Reveals their hand, may choose a creature, enchantment, or planeswalker. That doesn't apply to any of these cards, so that's good. And now we have to make this appear ready to go. 2 of them, I might add. And it's perfect timing too, because Graveyard Trespasser would be something I don't want to have to deal with, as well as the Skitter. Okay, so let's go grab probably a swamp. Yeah, there's no green, so let's grab a swamp. All right, we get a Cult Conscript again with another Make Disappear. This is good. We've got options for Eaten Alive now, I'm sure. This is very, very good. They're trying to figure out a way to play around the Make Disappear, I would imagine, now that they can see it in my hand, which is really good. It offers that little bit of fear, which is a nice, healthy fear for them to have. I like it. I love that we drew a Zamon and Dina here too, by the way, but I can't really play it into a board that potentially could have a kill spell waiting. All right, you just keep attacking. I think this is the way to go until we hit a land drop. They're trying to work around that Make Disappear, which I don't blame them. Here comes the Sweeper. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. All right, we get the land. Zamon and Dina can now make an appearance onto the battlefield and feel pretty safe from removal spells. Infernal Grasp. All right, we allow it, or should we go with the Make Disappear now? Probably allow it, right? Opens the door for a really nice Cult Conscript here. Another Zamon and Dina off the top is actually nutty. And it doesn't look like they have another kill spell in hand. That's good stuff. All right. No stops or priority holds there. And I mean, they're just out of luck here because they can't play things like Shieldred right now. We get, you know, the counter out there, or we've got Eaten Alive to just kill it. There's so many things we can do here, which I'm super stoked about. Path to Peril is destroy all creatures with mana value 2 or less. That's fine. We allow that. Not a big deal. I won't have a sacrificial tool though for the Dina, but I'd have to sack it anyways to cast a counter. So doesn't really make sense. All right, that's a bummer. We're lacking all of the additional, you know, pieces here, like the Jadars. I can't get a Cult Conscript to stick on the field, so discards 2 cards. 2 cards. Man, they're making this really tough on me, though. They did do a really good job of waiting with these Make Disappears in hand. I'll drop one of these in a Zamon and Dina. I really hope I don't regret the Zamon drop there. All right, 2 more shots, we win the game, but I really would just like to draw something that Zamon can sack. Make me feel a little bit better. If I can get a Dread Knight, I mean, that would be the most ideal situation here. Why do I feel like Zamon's out of here? There we go. That is a hit and a half right there. They paid the 2. Counter it again. All right. Feels good, man. Feels good. Oh, let's freaking go, dude. That's huge. Okay. Not that it really matters. I'm still going to attack with the Zamon here. I have to get that 3 damage, and there's the scoop. The opponent must not have any more big hitting spells here. It was definitely a huge grind fest, and I definitely didn't hit very well. I mean, our hand was pretty trash, and it kept getting worse, but got a really solid win still. All right, here we go. Next game. It caught me off guard there. I don't think I've seen those avatars yet. That's funny. All right, I get to go first. This hand is good enough to keep because we've got some interaction here early with the Jadar right into the Vran. That's fine. I love the Make Disappear here as well. Hopefully hitting something big. It's Rakdos. Okay, so they play out the Harvester. That's a bummer. I won't even lie to you. That's a bit of a bummer. strong possibility the opponent is going to just turn that thing sideways and end my Jadar. I'm gonna hold to make this appear, hopefully to hit something good here. We'll see. Yep, they end the Jadar, sure. Okay. Make this appear has not been good to me. I mean, it definitely helped in the doubled up on the opponent last game. See, even that, I think I just got to go with Eaten Alive here. I think that'd be a much better option. All right. All right, we take care of the Tenacious Underdog for good, which is really, really solid for us because that card is just very problematic. Yeah, things just not really going our way here on this one. Another Vran has to go. A lot of discarding. Man, this card is annoying, isn't it? Well, the good news is the minus isn't any good, so they're gonna plus. We both lose our last card. We draw a really good card. It doesn't really matter. It's gonna get discarded, huh? What do I do here? Do I attack into Liliana and not cast this? Because if I don't cast, well, no, I've got to cast it. It is what it is. I may not hit a green source. I just might not. And if I don't, I'm gonna regret not just sending this.
You're gonna need a
We're both top decking. I mean, they've got the ability to scry though, so ideally I'd like the opponent not to plus, but that's so not gonna happen. Because even if they hit a land here, they play the land and they plus. Get rid of the card in my hand. And they draw the absolute nuts with the Tenacious Underdog. Yikes. I mean, it doesn't get any more yikes than that. Alright, Underdog eats up my 2/2. Vran deals the 2 damage though. But here comes the Underdog back with the Blitz and they start drawing cards. And we lose it to Fairy, which we haven't even had a chance to play yet, which is kind of a bummer to be honest. I would have loved to have gotten to Fairy going here, but we haven't even got it in our hand at a time we could play it.
Don't overthink things.
Come on. All we can do is keep on swinging, man. You never know. You never know. We might grind them out. As long as these 3 pieces are on the field, there is a never-ending loop here that even their minus with the Liliana can't deal with. I opened my mouth a little too soon. Okay. And we end up losing the game here on some nonsense. That's tough. Another land. Yeah, I think it's pretty safe to maybe just scoop it up here and get on to the next one. This definitely was just not our game. The discarding got us pretty good. We kept the hand without green. We hit 2 Zimone and Dinas that we, were unable to play. Had we gotten them on the field, we might have had a shot here, obviously with all the extra card draw, but it's not. Oh no, that means they have another one.
One of your friends has to leave.
Graveyard Trespasser, okay. Really, no Liliana there, huh? Nothing to follow that up with. 4, 5, 6 that I can't really do anything about. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, that's exactly lethal if I don't block, which I'm not going to. Good game. Yeah, that was definitely not our game there. Unfortunate. We'll get him next time, boys. We'll get him next time. I should have maybe not kept that hand. I think I needed the Dread Knight for sure in order for that matchup to make sense, but oh well. Man, this is kind of one of those decks that, you kind of need a handful of pieces to really come together for it to work well. But when they do come together, it is incredible. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things. One of those things. Can we get it to come together? Nice. A Sewer King is very, very good. Allows us to get, these little rats for fodder over time, and can play some defense to potentially the Teferi when it comes down later. We'll see. Nope, it dies to a go for the throat. Not that surprising. This looks like a textbook Golgari mid-range deck. Probably cut and paste from the websites. Alright, a plus here is unfortunate.
This fight finished before brunch. I'm tired of your secrets.
Liliana is starting to become my least favorite planeswalker all of a sudden. Alright. Wonder why that is. There we go. Mosswood Dread Knight takes care of that. See, this is why we needed the Dread Knight last game. I think it's just going to be really, really good to combat against that Liliana because it's an endless draw loop. You know what I mean? Ugh, of course. Endless draw loop right into a Shieldred. I can't catch a break around here, huh? What's a guy got to do around here to get a break? All right, there we go. We only got one more of those, so please stop playing absolute bangers, please. And can I get a blue land? That'd be nice. Glissa, another banger, huh? Even though I asked you not to do that. All right, buddy. All right. It's a must-answer threat, you know? They just are all must-answer threats so far. Now, I'm gonna ask one more time politely. Can I get a blue land one time? If I can get this Teferi down, that'd be much appreciated. That's a really good sign. Now's our time to shine. Come on. Now is the time. You suck, game. I'm going again. I don't believe it. Finally. Holy, taking an absolute beating from my own cards just to get a freaking land drop. Holy cow. Okay, we're gonna take 2 here. All right, we're gonna load up here on some life gain potential. Load up. Let's go here. Cut down really on the, gosh darn it, man. They just have everything, huh? They just have it all. All right, gonna need to find a Zamon and Dina soon here because this ain't working for me, man. They might activate their cottage here, which I'd be happy to block with the Dread Knight, but then they can start exiling things like my conscript, which isn't that fun. Man, why'd they have that the cut down there? That's so annoying. I was really banking on that Varan to get us back into this game with the life gain, but unfortunately they weren't having it. Come on, Dina and Zamon off the top would be great. Even that though would be not great right this second, unless of course they attack with a land. What's it gonna be? Nothing? You're gonna do nothing. Surely not. We got the Zamon and Dina, but I almost want to go this route now because the opponent didn't do anything. And we have so much defense out here that this almost surely should stay alive for a while. Let's
Fast as a puzzle. And I'm going to
I have a feeling we might get hit with like a Shieldred's Edict, and if we do, I'm gonna feel really bad that I didn't take this, you know, time to at least get a card out of the deal. So let's try to get a card going here. It's a good card.
Another mystery solved.
We've seen some value out of that. There's really no reason not to send this through. That's fine. It wouldn't have changed the fact that, you know, the 2/2 can't block anyways, so that'll have to do for now. We'll end the turn, and we gotta hope they don't have a cut down. Thank goodness. That would have been bad. So much spot removal for this opponent here, but that's just kind of what Golgari midrange does, which is the reason why it's not, you know, like the top tier deck anymore. You know, it's just because it doesn't have that staying power, I feel like, against control. Like, you know, all your kill spells are irrelevant against control and mill and those types of things. All right, we most certainly block here. Wow, that was an early scoop there. Hear me out though. I want to try to defend myself here in this situation because I know a lot of people are going to be like, Damn, this guy just left when he had him on the ropes. I was about to make a pretty solid comeback there. We just drew Make Disappear, right? Which is very helpful, especially because the opponent's still only really on 5 lands. So we can make this work in our favor pretty well. Not to mention Zamone and Dina coming down with a Teferi. So I could have spit out a token here, gotten down Zamone and Dina, draw a card, pump both the token and the Teferi, and gain life off the Zamone and Dina. So we were going to start gaining life, getting back into this game that way. We were going to start going wide, and our creatures were going to start growing very tall. So we had a lot going on here that was about to happen, but the opponent didn't let us, unfortunately, get it going. So that's a bummer. That'll do it for me today, guys. We'll be back again here tomorrow with another deck list for you. But I want to say thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed today's deck list. And if you can hear my kids in the background right now, they are screaming. But thank you for watching. Zamone and Dina, so much fun to play, man. I absolutely love this card. I'm still trying to figure out how to play it perfectly. It's a little bit of a tricky card to play, you know, when to tap it and activate its abilities and stuff like that. But it is really sweet, man. The ability to just ping the opponent, draw cards, so much fun. And it ramps. Like, the card is insane. Like, really, if you think about it, the card does so much for you on the board state. But anyways, I'm gonna go before they get too loud. But thank you so much for watching. Huge shout out if you made it this far into the video, and a huge thank you and appreciation to the Mardu Mob. If you guys don't know, the Mardu Mob is the membership program on this channel. So huge shout out to everybody out there watching who is part of the Mardu Mob. I appreciate you very much for everything you do for me and all of your support. Thank you, and we'll catch you next time. Till then, peace out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man. Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap, yeah.